How do you do, fellow kids? I have Breaker from the G.I. Joe Classified line. He is, let's see. I think he's pretty much the first G.I. Joe that we have, the first character in the Classified line representing the Green Team. Of course, he is very no frills, very plain green figure with a few black paint applications and obviously skin tone, and so it's and a lot of times you see these like very no frills characters paired up with a vehicle because they're trying to save as much money as possible to kind of justify the amount of money they paid for the tooling. And but he looks great. He is very much very reminiscent of the 1982 G.I. Joes. I wouldn't be able to name all of them, but from all of those, the only one I really had was Short Fuse, and he was a hand-me-down. He is irreparably broken. I guess I shouldn't say that. I think there might be some ways to salvage him. I still have most of his pieces, and I have seen people do custom Short Fuse. I think I saw a custom Rock and Roll. Let's see, what are the other members of the Green Team? Of course, you've got the guys who came with, there were deluxe figures that came with either large scale cannons or other like vehicles and things like that. You had your original Hawk, who I think was just Hawk, or he may have been Colonel Hawk, and then you have let's see, or maybe the Colonel part was more of a comic book thing. I don't remember off the top of my head. I have read the first year of the G.I. Joe comic books, and can't remember. It wasn't one of the comic books that I had as a kid and reread. So it's not something that I can fully remember. But and obviously I didn't have Hawk. But you also had the Grand Slam and Flash, who were the two ones with the two guys with the kind of like sci-fi armor and stuff. And Zap was the bazooka guy. Of course, I mentioned Rock and Roll. He had a maybe an M60, I think. He had a large caliber machine gun. And they were very plain. They were very much sort of your action figure equivalent of your little green army men. And they all kind of had their own little specialty. And Breaker was the communications guy. I also had the R.A.M. I don't think I ever had a complete R.A.M. because it was a hand-me-down, and unfortunately I no longer have it or any of the pieces. I may have like one of the little side like saddlebag type things that kind of plugged into the side. I think it might have been like an ammo box or something. And anyway, so enough of my yammering. I think this is a cool figure. I think this is a good use of of putting a Green Team guy together with a vehicle. I think they should do at least 3 people, 3 Green Team members, and I can see them all being deluxe figures where maybe you have like one come with do the Hal. I think the Hal was the laser cannon, and then there was I can't remember all the other cannons, but yeah, I would love to get like a cannon. If they weren't going to do another cannon, I'm not sure exactly what else they would do. The jetpack would be cool, like a Grand Slam with the jetpack. Actually, I think Grand Slam came with the okay. So version 1 Grand Slam came with the HAL, I think. He seems like the most logical to go with a laser cannon, and then you had and then you had a version 2 of Grand Slam that came with the jetpack, which was called the Jump, and Hawk came with, I think, one of the cannons as well, one of the large scale cannon installations. There, a figure didn't come with the RAM. The RAM came with no driver. However, I think I've heard that Breaker was associated with the RAM. He was the one in the comic books who drove the RAM. Of course, Clutch was the character that came with the Jeep. My brain's gonna, not gonna be able to recall what that was called. And obviously everybody's screaming at their screen because that's a basic one. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull this out and see what we got. So, got him out of the package, and he looks great. I have to say, this RAM cycle does feel like the original RAM. The shape of this sidecar, the way it pegs into the motorcycle, definitely does have that same feel. That it had like the one wheel, and I mean, yeah, like totally the same shape. The pegs are obviously a little different. I think they had like one square peg and one round peg that went into the motorcycle, and then this comes apart so that he can use the minigun as a weapon. Same minigun that comes with the Amazon exclusive Roadblock. But I do like the direction that Classified has taken. Obviously there was a lot of criticism at the beginning that it was very close to, or they were leaning towards more of a Fortnite type feel, with kind of like weird garish colors and stuff. And this obviously harkens back to like your classic G.I. Joes from 1982. Just solid green, very military inspired. He does have a little bit of a sci-fi spin to him. The helmet is very techy, but at the same time, the shape of the kind of the base of the helmet, the helmet part, minus all the technology that's connected to it, does look like real world military tech. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get him onto this motorcycle while video recording. Let's see if I can get his feet on the pegs. There are little pegs on here for his feet to connect to. Actually, let me see if I can get one foot down so he could be in kind of a resting motorcycle position. That might take more effort than I realized. All right, let's see. Let's get his foot back on the peg, and I can get his wrist, hand and wrist together. Getting him out of the package was a little stress-inducing. Getting his hand on the handlebar is also a little stress-inducing, simply because we're talking about a thinner piece of the plastic on this toy. So I'm not gonna, let's see, I'm not gonna try too hard to get that on there. Let's see if I can get him into a cool pose. Yeah, there you go. So there you got Breaker and the R.A.M cycle, and yeah, it's not a very sturdy pose, but sort of got him. Nope. All right, so there you have it, Breaker and the R.A.M. I'll move the camera up a little bit, and yeah, he definitely looks great. Like I said, I'd love to see a couple of more Green Team members, some of your more basic Joes, just to kind of fill out the roster. And obviously, they should come with like classic vehicles, or or big cannon installations. I think that would really, fill out the roster. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to kind of everything else that they got going on with G.I. Joe Classified. I've got Barbecue on pre-order, and I've got a few G.I. Joes here that I haven't opened yet. In fact, within reach, I have my oops, just throw them in here. I have my Roadblock, my Amazon exclusive Roadblock, with that same minigun cannon, and yeah, I'm itching to open him up as well.